In this video, we're going to talk about templates in the portal. A template is basically a custom tab with custom fields that you define to add to a certain type of object in the portal. So for example, when we look at devices, I have firewalls. Firewalls is a very good example of where a template comes in handy. When you go to add a device, the fields that are there by default have to be vague enough to cover a wide variety of devices, so they cannot be overly specific. So for the overly specific bits of data that you want to collect, this is where templates come in very handy. If I go to this particular firewall, you see I have a tab called Firewall here. If I edit this object and go to the Firewall tab, I could see that my firewall template, where I have a text box where I can drop custom filters and rules, an upload file section for backing up the configuration, another file upload for uploading the firmware, a date picker which can say that this is the last time I updated it and add some information there, some commentary. So that's what it looks like once it's been added to an object. The way these work as far as creation and modification is under admin settings. Under site settings, templates. So from here, under option drop down, you can add template, but you can also import template. For new users, I suggest going to import template right away. If you go to import template, take a moment to load, and then you'll see import templates via cloud. This tab will be up by default. Just leave all of this blank and click search. Now you'll have a list of all of our templates that are in the cloud library, which you can click any or all of them to import them. They may not be absolutely perfect for your use case, but they've already been built, so all you'll need to do is modify them. Once you're done importing, you will have quite a few more to work with here. If you wanted to add one, again, you would just do add template. But to see what one looks like once it's been added, we'll go to the firewall. Since we just saw that on an actual object, it'll make sense to look at this in the edit view. So the first tab is where you name the template, describe the template. You have a couple of options here to hide empty fields on viewing of the template and hide template from company users, which is a specific type of user in the portal. Second section is called sections, actually. And the way these work is it's a collection of sections, and each section is made up of fields. So in the case of the firewall, it's a single section template. When we go to the Fields tab, we see those fields that we saw a moment ago. Text unlimited, file, date time, text unlimited. If we were to go to Add Field, we would see all of the other different field types that are available to us, such as date time, which we saw, decimal, integer, hyperlink, password, all pretty straightforward with those. Our pull down menu where you predefine the values that they can select. Portal object is basically saying, okay, when you're filling out that template, you can say, okay, I'm looking for at handover management company, a particular device, and you can select a device and link it in that template. Text to 56 characters is just a limited text field. And then text unlimited, fairly straightforward. Yes, no toggle is just a little slider. Key value is like a 2-column table, similar to a Windows registry where you can put information, and a multi-select checkbox, which is very similar to the pull-down menu in that you can predefine the values ahead of time, but in this case you can select multiple items rather than just a single one with the pull-down menu. After you've done all of this with the fields, the last part is the applies to section. You'll decide where you want it to apply to. Currently, it is applied to device type of firewalls. If I wanted, I could apply this to multiple things at once. I could apply it to all accounts. I could say I want to, let's see, I could say a device type. Let's say I wanted air conditioning units only at this particular company. I can do that as well. So you can get very granular and cover everything you need to cover using the Applies To tab. This makes the template appear in the regular portal in the day-to-day use. And once you're done, just click Save and Close. And that is the basics of templates. Thank you.